Greetings, everybody. Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Stay a while and listen as we finish the book, The Tides of Darkness, with a short little epilogue. On the last episode, we sealed the Dark Portal. We ended the Second War for all intents and purposes, so let's see what they do in the aftermath. Epilogue. It will be an impressive monument, Turalyon commented. He and Khadgar sat their horses near the cliff's edge, looking out over the same plain where Lothar had fought his final battle months before. The landscape was bleak, brutal, and harsh, all black stone and hardened lava, except where fresh lava glowed red amid the shadows. The air was thick with ash and soot, and the sky seemed perpetually overcast. The mountains loomed like disapproving guardians. Blackrock Spire rose at the far end. It will, Khadgar agreed. His sacrifice will always shine as a symbol of loyalty and bravery, even after other traces of this war have vanished. Turalyon nodded, his gaze still focused upon the statue that was being raised before Blackrock Spire. Regent Lord Anduin Lothar, champion of Stormwind and commander of the Alliance, stood with sword raised and shield at the ready, looking to the skies as if daring them to battle. He was dressed in full armor, but without his helm, and his strong features stared out across the valley, his gaze stern but kind. At least it's over, Khadgar said. I don't know if I'm familiar of where that statue of Lothar is. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. It was true. The battle at the Dark Portal had been the last. Those few orcs who had survived had surrendered and been taken prisoner. No one was quite sure what to do with them, and for now they had been put to work hauling materials for Lothar's monument, an irony Turalyon appreciated. Once this was done, perhaps the orcs would be sent to do more hard labor elsewhere. He doubted they would be slaughtered, but neither could they be set loose in case they dreamed of creating a horde once more. Some, including the Black Hands, had escaped, but they lacked the numbers to pose a serious threat for now. Still, that was not his concern. Taranis and the other kings would make that decision when the time came. After Lordaeron had been cleansed, Taranis had marched his forces into Alterac and declared martial law, deposing the traitorous Paranold and imprisoning him. Alterac's fate was still uncertain, but the alliance would continue, and the remaining monarchs had asked Turalyon to remain as its commander. He had accepted, feeling Lothar would have wanted him to continue in that role. His friend and mentor had only wanted to protect the land and its people, and he vowed to do the same. You're thinking heavy thoughts, Khadgar commented, nudging him in the arm. Only about the future, and what it may bring, Turalyon replied. No one knows the future, his friend said, though a strange look crossed his face. Though I suspect we have not seen the last of the Horde, or its world. I hope you are wrong, Turalyon told him, but if you are right, we will be here waiting for them when they return, and we will drive them back again, just as we did this time. This world is ours, and by the holy light we will keep it safe, now and forever. The mage laughed. A noble statement, good Turalyon, he teased. Perhaps that is what they will carve on your statue when the time comes. A statue? Turalyon laughed. What could either of us possibly do to earn statues? Acknowledgements. We'll look at these real quick. So as always, massive thanks go to Chris, that's Chris Metzen, for starting the tide, and to Marco for controlling it. I don't know who that is. I'd also like to thank Evelyn for her sharp eyes and kind words, probably an editor. Most importantly, I'd like to thank the World of Warcraft fans, without whom Lothar and Orgrim and the others would have no one to tell their tale. Anybody that's listening, I'm assuming you're a World of Warcraft fan as well, so I can second from my own side that thanks. Aaron Rosenberg is originally from New Jersey, New York. 1996, he was in New Orleans and Kansas. He taught college-level English, worked in corporate graphics and book publishing. He's written Star Trek, StarCraft, Warcraft, Warhammer, and Exalted novels, and he writes RPGs, and worked on those games as well. He also writes educational books. Alrighty, and this one wasn't the worst thing I've read. Definitely wasn't the best. So far, of the authors we've read so far, I'm leaning towards thinking that this guy's craft is the worst. And Christy Golden, hers I like best so far. So, but we shall see. All right, we got another episode in the pipe, 5x5. Heck, we have one entire chapter of lore in the pipe, 5x5. And as we start next one, we'll start the lore that leads us to the Beyond the Dark portal. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing everybody on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.